So I'm retiring at 45 with zero CPF, zero rental income. Most people wait till 65 hoping things work out. I'm not doing that. This strategy is simple but not obvious, and if you're self-employed or just tired of relying on the system, this will open your eyes. Stick around because what I share later in this video might just flip the way you think about money for good. So actually I feel that retirement doesn't mean I stop work altogether, because it's about the freedom that retirement can give me or financial independence can give me. It means that I do not need to worry about my monthly income coming in, because right now as a self-employed, all the time we will need to think about whether do we have sales coming in, whether we have closing coming in, whether we have income coming in at the end of the day. So I want it to be able, my passive income to be able to cover all my expenses that's going out without lifting a finger, without doing anything at all. I still want to work, but I do not want to be forced to work because I have bills, monthly installment, car installment to pay at the end of the day. I don't need a luxurious life, but I'm content with living very simply, living with Netflix, YouTube, and sometimes occasionally good food, and of course healthy food. But I don't want to panic all this while. If 1 month no income, then you start freaking out because you wonder whether do you have enough to cover the monthly installment. At the end of the day, it's about peace of mind. What's my retirement goal by the age 45? Which right now I'm 34 this year, so it's about 11 years for me to build towards this financial independence. Even then, I will still work as a real estate agent without any pressure to close deals for survivors. I want to choose to work not because I need to, but because I want to serve clients that really needs my help. The thing is that my goal is to reach 1.5 million in ETF investments. Why 1.5 million? Because if I were to withdraw out 4% a year, I get about $60,000 a year, which is approximately $5,000 a month. Because I've done my expenses tracking all these years, I can see that actually my food, transport, insurance and stuff like that total approximately about 3,700 for myself and my wife, which means to say that if we were to have 5,000 coming in every month, actually it's good enough and safe enough for us to live quite comfortably. Of course, this requires us to fully pay off our house. This requires us not to drive. Reaching this threshold of 1.5 million, which allows me to draw out $5,000 a month, actually would be a comfortable choice whether do I want to work or not to work. And I also want to set aside the emergency funds of 12 months worth of buffer, like $60,000, so that at the end of the day I know that if certain circumstances come in play, I will be able to use this emergency buffer in case my investments do not do well. Every month I am dollar cost averaging itself, so I want to reach this goal by 11 years. I'm not sure whether I can do it, but I'm doing my best to dollar cost average every single month. My current savings behavior is that I save about 60 to 70% of my monthly income into these ETFs. So the key right now is really keeping my expenses as low as possible and investing as much as possible so that I can let compound interest reach its place as well. We still travel, we still enjoy the things that we love to do, but whenever we are not traveling, we try to keep our expenses as low as possible by eating at home, by cooking, reducing expenses in ways that we can do. Here's my investment strategy. So right now I'm investing about 50% into XLK. So XLK is an ETF that focuses on the tech sector. So they have about 80 stocks in an ETF. What exactly is an ETF? ETF is simply a basket of stocks that you can buy, such that once you invest in this ETF, but technically speaking, you already purchased these 80 stocks indirectly. So it consists of Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia as the heavyweights, and the rest of it follows other tech sector. And the other 50%, I have it covered in another ETF called SCHG. So basically, it's a high growth ETF whereby they have all these companies inside there are mostly growth stocks. So they are growing at a higher than average rate of return. So why I want to split into these two ETFs is because I want to focus on growth Yet I also want to have a bias towards the tech sector because I believe that they will continue growing at a higher exponential rate compared to if I were just to choose to put into S&P 500. I am not chasing dividends because dividends itself is not beneficial for me at this point in time, because I want to focus on long-term capital growth, because eventually I am able to choose to withdraw 3.5% or 4% annually during my retirement years. If you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more real talk on financial freedom. Why am I not relying on CPF or rental income? The real reason is because I'm self-employed, so I don't contribute regularly to CPF. So when I don't contribute regularly to CPF, right now if I were to dump a lump sum into CPF, it's kind of a dead weight money already. What exactly means by dead weight money means that I only can start withdrawing when I reach 65. The thing is that I want to be able to have financial independence when I reach 45, which is about 11 years time, which means to say that I have flexibility to choose. Instead of putting into CPF, I don't put into CPF, I continue to let my money compound in US ETF. Will be a good choice for me to do so as well. And why am I not relying on rental income? Even though I am a real estate agent, I do a lot of rentals. I can see that sometimes dealing with tenants is a lot troublesome, dealing with repairs, maintenance, and when the tenant moves out, there's a lot of disputes on wear and tear or disputes on whose responsibility is that, and it's quite draining as well. And after you minus off everything, actually the returns might not be so good at the end of the day also. ETFs are simple, scalable, and more passive because the more you put in, the more it grows, and you don't need to think about it at all. What happens after I reach financial independence? I'm not going to sit around doing nothing. I mean, the good thing is that if possible, I want to try to travel every couple of months, because actually traveling is also quite tiring because during that whole travel itself, you need to plan where to stay, what to do, what to eat, and stuff like that. It's quite brain draining also. But I want to have the flexibility to choose or even consider volunteering or doing mission trips when I'm overseas. I also want to continue helping my clients in real estate, especially choosing clients that I feel that needs my help more, and also clients that I feel easy to work with. The key is doing everything by choice, not by necessity. Do like and subscribe if you want more content that helps you take control of your money without waiting for CPF or rental income. At the end of the day, there are things that I will still continue needing to pay, like for example my medical insurance. I don't want to stop my hospital insurance because if I get seriously ill and stuff like that, I still want to be able to enjoy hospital insurance cover so that in the event I'm sick, they will still be able to pay for it. And also I've planned for a 60k emergency funds. I'm not sure whether that will be enough, but for now it should be enough. So the lifestyle that I want to maintain is a simple and flexible life, not luxurious but fulfilling, because both of us do not have any kids, so there is a lot of freedom to choose to travel and create content. The good thing is that there is this ability to go slow travel, meaning to say that I could travel to a country, live there for 2-3 months, and then move on to another country to live there for another 2-3 months while working remotely or doing things that I'm passionate about or doing things that I feel that has a lot of worthy cause as well. At the end of the day, different people have different routes that they take. Some people take the CPF route, but I'm building my own plan B because I'm self-employed and with no CPF. Comment below, what does your version of financial independence look like? And what's one step you are taking after watching this? If you're wondering whether an HDB or condo gets you to financial freedom faster, watch this next video and I'll see you in the next video.